to the intuitive frequency, the universal collective vibration. Okay, that's what that water is showing us. Anytime we see yellow colors, we're connecting back to a purposeful energy that's source derived, that's divine like, okay, that speaks to the expansion of positivity, okay, and light and heart type of energy. Okay, obviously, when we see things like flowers, we're talking about like watching things come into flourishing, about nature, and about giving your time to things to allow them to take shape and form. Okay, so there's the symbolism that is written within any one of these decks that is what is actually intended to be read here. Okay, and I'd have to see exactly some of the pictures side by side to go into a lot more of the details, but definitely, and we can even make a whole space of that at some point too, to talk about where we can see the different correlations back and forth as well. But he does make a really good point, and that's why learning tarot symbolism is so important, because once you learn it, once you really get deep with it, you can read really any deck, because you know what already exists there, because you're understanding it instantly through your subconscious mind, and then passing that message forward, versus just reading descriptions and going, okay, well, this card means this, and oh, this card means this. It's like, I want you to look at the card and understand what it means without you having to have like a little cliff note on it. Does that make sense? Sorry if I'm rambling.
No, you're not. You're good.
You're good.
Yeah.
The Meta Surfer.
Good to have you here, the Meta
Since
Surfer.
you explained it very simple, clear way. It's again, those of you that are new to the room or that have been here for a while, check the link up above. There's more.
Yeah, we got 24 people in here. Awesome. It's so great to have so much energy in here.
Right there.
Yeah,
it's a couple of light path 33s in here too.
Right? It's all this master energy that's come to blast me. I appreciate you guys all so much. Appreciate you all. Okay, and so so are we jumping to relax now? Are we going back to Nokia? Where are we going?
We have.
I actually bought a coffee for Ange just now.
You did?
Yeah, huge fan, Ange. I mean,
Thanks,
here's
Relax.
here's the thing with me. Of course. I love people that are passionate, right? Are consistent, and lastly, really believe in what they're speaking about, right? You come on here, you have a mission, you have an objective, and you have a message that you want to spread to the people. You know what I mean? That's the difference between you and everyone else, which I truly admire. You're always so kind, so nice, fair. You know what I mean? If people like myself a few days ago came in here a little hostile, although provoked, you said, you know what? Relax, I love you, but I can't have you in here right now. And I said, fair enough, Ange. So I bought you a coffee today so you can read my tarot. Hopefully my personal information wasn't part of that donation. But yeah, if you could read my tarot, that'd be great.
Yeah, I would love to do that. And thank you so much for saying that. I really do appreciate that. And I really do, it really does hurt me when I have to do that. But sometimes we have to remember too, like, we gotta rise to the moment. Okay. And I challenge you guys to do that too, is like, even if you feel like you're in icky energy, if everybody else around you is in positive energy, like, how can you find a way to bring yourself there with them, to rise there, to match that? Because like, if not, the energy will naturally shake you away, and you don't want to get shaken away from things that you want to do and for things that you want to stand with, and the energy that's here. And so I appreciate having you here. And I know I know your name's been thrown around a lot. I have not gone into any of the rabbit holes about what that situation is. So I'm really interested to read your cards today and to see what's going on. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and pull you up. Just give me 1 second here. Go ahead and get this shuffled for you.
As a paid customer, thank you, Ange. And don't black witch me. I'm not trying to get jinxed.
I would never. It's so funny. People are always like, please don't put any black magic. Please, like, I beg you. I'm like, dude, like, I don't want that karma. Are you kidding? Like, I don't need to play with no dark magic. First of all, Like you'd have to really piss me off to even want to go
I'm
there.
protected through
I do.
I'm protected through the blood of Christ, but I am very interested in this stuff. And I do acknowledge it and think it's very informational. But
Well,
yeah.
you can use tarot as a director too for your own like self reflection and your own like as a way to like to deal with different things in your life and stuff like that. Like depending on what it says, it gives you the opportunity to reflect back and bring that self awareness back to your life too. I know a lot of people give it a really bad name, but there's like so many ways that you could use tarot that is it's not always just fortune telling, as some people say. It's like most of the time we're not even fortune telling. We're just asking for you to sit in reflection to think about these things before you make your next step. Like everybody has free will. And we only read the energy that's here and existing at the moment.
Pull
So
my card, Ange. I'm fucking ready.
I'm going. I'm
I'm
shuffling.
fucking
Relax. I'm
ready.
shuffling. I'm
And if
shuffling
it's
as
fucked
fast as
up,
I
I swear Christ
can.
got my back.
Oh
While you
my
shuffle, do you mind
god.
if I just chime in about
Sure.
something really quick? Okay, so when it comes to, black, quote unquote, black magic, I refer to it as left hand path or right hand path. I think that it's always the intention that's behind it, because you can do a left hand working that is like a dark energy, but with positive intention for a
Yes, that is
positive
true.
outcome. Whereas you
That's
could
true.
also do a right hand working. You could do a love and attraction spell to manipulate, right? And to
That is
take advantage of.
true.
So her intentions are
Stop
gonna.
It
calling
depends on what
But
your intention
fluid,
is behind
careful
it.
how much you tell people.
So
I'm going to be teaching people how to use that online. I just try to be careful about talking about that stuff online because, like, you never know who's listening and what they could do, because when you don't know what you're doing, it could, it could backfire on you. But fluid does bring up a very valid point. There are things that we might do that are essentially from a dark sourcing, but at the same time, as long as our intention is so that through this dark light, okay, we bring in the bright light of, the better energy, is the ultimate goal, is to it's like the same thing. It's like, if there's an intruder in your home, you have to kill the intruder to protect your family.
Oh, Ange,
But
can I ask you a
also,
question?
even
Ange, can I ask you a
also,
question?
hold on, relax. Also, when somebody is doing like positive intended work, right? It's the same thing too. They can hurt themselves if they don't know what they're doing. Like, say
Yes.
somebody does a manifestation for, say, $5,000, but they don't clearly state what pathway that they are going to bring that money through.
Mhm.
They could get somebody gets hit by a car, right? And then they get a settlement. So they have
Or an
to be very
inheritance.
specific and
Or somebody goes,
direct
I want $1 million, and then all of a sudden, like, their parents die and they get $1 million.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
right.
do have to
So
be
just,
very
can I
mindful.
clarify, Ange, real quick?
Sure.
From what Fluid says. So she's saying that the intentions of the person that's pulling the tarot card ultimately like
So just
dictates or
intention
determines
in general.
the
Intention in
intentions
general.
of the
Intention
card.
rules. Well, intention rules karma. So how it's going to come back to you in a good way or a bad way, whatever intention you put forward
From your
is,
perspective, right?
well, just in general. Karma
You
is
being
intention, not action. So you could be taking a negative action, but as long as like your intentions within that action are good, you're still building positive karma. Does that make sense?
so even though I paid you $5 just now to pull my tarot card,
Yeah, I'm
so
gonna
that's
pull one for you.
your
Let's
$5.
intentions
go.
are
You could
going to
do
be
better
much
than
more
$5. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
positive.
relax.
How much did you pay her today, Skittles?
Dude, coffee costs more than that.
Right? How much did you pay her,
My
Skittles?
coffee is actually
Dude, I'm paying her with my
$9.85.
time and also what I pay
With
with
your
her.
time? Okay.
Dude,
Oh
what
Great.
my
I
God, you're
Okay.
the
pay
cute
her
Sweet.
outside of my
Okay,
time is
Right.
guys,
Okay.
let's take
BYOB.
it down a notch. Okay. I want to flip a card for relax, okay? So let's do it. Because the intention is good, okay? All right, let's see what we got.
We're so cooked.
All right, we got the Ten of Wands, okay? So the Ten of Wands is an interesting energy, okay? Because with any energy of wands, it's a lot of fire, okay? And it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of pushing forward type of energy. Like you've had to really it's taken a long time to get here, okay? And it hasn't been an easy way. Like the journey of the Suit of Wands too, it has a lot of conflict in it, because sometimes when you're trying to take action on something and move forward on something, like something times there's things in the way or people in the way and on the way to get there. Okay. But it seems like you more recently have been put in a situation where, you've been forced to kind of take what's yours. Okay. Take what's yours and start building something new. Because like I was saying with the other 10 that came up too, it's a cultivating energy at the 10. Okay. So we're taking it all together, bringing it all together, and then we're returning it back to the 1. So it's like, okay, now that you have all these things, okay, now that you have been through all that shit, you've done all that stuff, okay, where's the next direction that you're going? Okay, so you've essentially planted and have harvested like all these different plans and projects, and you're like, okay, well, now that I'm done with that, like, okay, I'm going to take that, and it's great that I have all those things, but like, now where do I put all that experience and all that energy and all that action? Like, what's my next step with that? Like, where am I taking my next action? Like, where am I putting my energy next? Like, where am I going with that? Because like a lot of times too, like he has also like the burden of carrying all these wands, so they're heavy. So if you don't start to put them in place, it's going to continue to wear you down. It's going to continue to wear you down if all this energy doesn't have a direction. Okay, so just keep in mind with that you do need an outlet to put this energy. You need somewhere to put and lay down all of these projects and activities and all this what's the word I'm looking for? This, you have like an initiative to like start something almost. Okay, but it's like, but you got to be able to plant all of the, like you have to have somewhere to rebuild. Like you're essentially you're gathering all of your like resources in this way before you shift to that next part, which is where you're going to start to take that direction.
I'm clueless. I'm clueless when it comes to this, but
okay.
I'm happy to be clueless. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to the next steps.
Cool. Well, I mean, do you want me to keep going? You want me to help you understand, or
Please.
Are you comfortable with that?
I mean, if you can keep going, that'd be great. I feel like there's more.
Okay.
You don't have to though.
You're so funny. Okay, so just like how I would understand this, like maybe if you're applying this to your life. Okay.
How about my love life? Can you apply it to my love life?
This one isn't speaking to love as much as it's speaking to like your actual life, your life force and the work that you're putting out into the world. Okay. This one's more into like what you're actually trying to build, what you're actually trying to take into, trying to make into your reality. He's the one that is your driver, like the force behind all of that action, and he's the one that is, ferociously moving forward. The wand energy is connected to Mars, connected to fire. Okay, so what you're doing, it's also, our experience that we've gained, and it's also connected to that, the energy of like wanting to put something here in the material world. Okay, so it's like you've put a lot of work into it. If we're looking at this toward like a relationship aspect, so what would this mean in a relationship aspect? Okay, this means that you've already done a lot of work in this relationship. You've invested a lot of your energy there. Okay, and that you were building something there. Okay, and that you need to take all those things that you've been building, all those things that you've been working on, all those things that you want to take action on, all the things that you want to do, and you want to take it somewhere. And right now you're just kind of holding all of them. Okay, and you don't have anywhere to put all of that energy yet. You don't have a direction for all the energy. And what can happen is as you carry all these wands, all 10 of them, they can they become a burden to you if you don't have somewhere to put the energy. So you have to reformulate your plan, and you have to figure out exactly where you're putting these moving parts. Okay, in order to continue to your next step to bring that into your physical reality, and to continue to build that creation, whatever it is that you're desiring, whatever it is that you're trying to make here in reality. I hope that helps. Is that too much jargon for you? Sometimes I forget when people are so new to it. I'm like, how do I not use jargon?
First of all, I appreciate that. I truly do appreciate that. I'm a big fan of. I've already expressed how much of a fan of I am. Your craft and your profession, kind of what you take pride in. I mean, absolutely. What I speak in life is, and this is no.
You're rubber banding a little bit.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, I seek fluidity in life, right? Fluidity. Very fluid in accord, harmonious, and easy. What I mean by easy is natural, right? And I think that's what we all, right? Something that's just very clear, right? And all, and that's what I see. Right?
You're rubber banding a little bit. Relax. Can you repeat that last part?
Hello.
You're
Hello.
cutting, I guess.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, now we can hear you. Try again. What were you saying?
So what I'm saying is, in terms of these,
No, you might have to drop and come back up because you're rubber banding really bad. Relax. Sorry. You sound like an alien. We're being abducted by aliens, guys. It's happening. It's real.
What's up, Shepard?
Yeah, what's up, Shepard? Welcome in.
What's up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
What happened to Enochian too? We lost him too.
Yeah, he's getting dinner and he said he'll be back. I told him we'll pull a card immediately for him when he gets back, but he's with his family right now.
It's nice. Let's get. Oh, welcome in. Look, we got a couple more people popping in. Love it. Love it. Hello, hello.
These are
Yo, Ange, can you pull a card for me?
Sure. I'd love to pull a little card for you. Do we want to switch it up? Do we want to keep doing Greater Weight? Do we want to break into my Oracle decks? What do we want to do, guys? Want to do Major Arcanas? What are we feeling?
I say we do Oracle. Let's get away from that 1971.
I have a
Let's
major
go.
Arcana deck as well. That just has the 22 archetypes, and that one is not made in Year of the Pig Skittles. So just remember that one's here.
Let's go.
That was
Let's
actually
go.
a jumbo deck. It's 3 cards width. So if you take 3 tarot cards and you line them side by side, that's how big those cards are. They're really cool. They were a gift from somebody who taught me tarot, and back when I was just a little newbie, so they're really special, and the fact that they have her energy on them too, always is special for me. So we can use those as well. And then let's see, hold on, we got one person. Okay, perfect. So yeah, go ahead, Isa. I will go ahead and I'm gonna pull one of the major arcanas for him though, if that's okay.
And relax.
Because
I need to trying on my. Okay, here. I'll send you the mic and just relax. Tap on the request the mic, and it should immediately approve you now.
I still want to get back on spiritual hierarchy too. I want to talk about the Greek mythology stuff. It gets really wild when you talk about the planets and all that jazz, and you're like, wait a second, what? And it all makes sense. It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild how everything is like hidden in all that stuff, and in myth and in art and in, all the things that we thought were just so much different than they are in reality. Kind of crazy, right?
Facts. That absolutely is true. I think something that, you're shuffling cards, right?
Yeah, I'm shuffling. Go ahead, talk. It's going to take me a minute to get my energy on here.
Okay, I just dropped this little thought that I had.
Yeah, drop me a gem or wisdom. Let me get a gem. Let me get some wisdom.
Thank you. So, the term master numbers, it comes with a lot of, it's like as much potential that you have to be great is as much more work you're going to have to put in. So the way I perceive master numbers and, the concept of how many master numbers there are can vary. That we can always have that conversation. But when I look at any double-digit number, I think that simply just shows that someone has the ability to potentially go higher up the hierarchy. but it doesn't make it any easier. It's just saying, it says that simply, this is as far as they could go. You still gotta, put in the work physically, mentally, and spiritually. And then there's like, bloodline and heritage and the chosen one concept.
You're so close. You're so close to a really big concept, Mo. I can feel it. And it's cracking me up because like I just want to tell you all, I want to spill the beans, but I'm not going to because you're so close to like unlocking another big level of like Hermeticism and our homie Hermes Trismegistus knowledge there, the Egyptian thought, all that jazz. You're right there. You should look into that a little bit more. I feel like you're so close to understanding that whole thing with the reflections and the duplicate numbers. There's something to this. Keep going down that rabbit hole. You're so close. I'm gonna retract and we'll pull back. I know Thoth is giving me hands. Yes, you're so close. You're so close to that. Maybe when I'm done with this, it will make more sense and it will click. But you're so close to like a really big concept breaking through right there. And I love hearing that. And it's true. It is really true. Like the master energy, the duplicate numbers, things like this. These are supercharged essentially because you're multiplying it. Okay, and with multiplicity comes a whole nother sort of energetic magic. So being able to multiply is like the goal of the universe is to expand to, think procreation. Think about like how we need legacies. Think about how we need children. Like think about this in like a basic term, not just metaphysics, okay? This concept in general exists in so many ways in our lives. And it exists in that way also. So it's because it has the ability to multiply, okay? And that is the only little key I will give you to unlocking that. All right, and are you ready? I'm about to flip one for you. It's right here. I see it. It's this one.
Okay, let's go.
It's the Fool. I love this card. And the Fool is the I don't really give a shit, I'm gonna do it anyways card. He's the one that comes in and he's just like, I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing here. I don't really know where I'm going. I don't really know how I got here or why I'm here, but I'm here and I just really need something different. And I really need something more than what I'm doing. And I need to step in a new direction because I just don't feel like wherever I am is where I'm supposed to be. And he's that shift in that waiting period before he has an idea of what he wants to do next. He's like I'm going to do something crazy because I just need to. He's like, he doesn't have rhyme or reason, if that makes any sense. He just needs to.
Yeah, that sounds like a Gemini to me. It sounds like me,
Yeah, if you could just detach from like all the responsibilities, you're like, I don't really care if I have things to do because like I really need to do this. Okay, and you don't really know what the outcome. But the biggest thing is this: is you don't know how it's going to go yet, and you don't know the outcome yet, and you don't even know what the outcome could possibly be. There's just so many things up in the air that you're at a point where you're just like, I know that all these things are just all question marks behind me. I don't know how any of this stuff's going to turn out. But what I do know is I need to go there. Okay. And I need to go there moment is like right where you are, where you're just like, I need to just be a new direction. You need a new direction. And the Fool is great because he is, he's like the sweetest start to the whole thing. He is zero. He is where it all begins. Okay. And with that energy comes possibility. I mean, let's be real. He has all the possibility in the world. He has no restrictions yet. He can dream as big as he wants to dream. And that's what's really important here is like with the Fool card is like, he's foolish. He doesn't have restrictions yet. He doesn't have anybody telling him he can't do those things. He doesn't have anybody saying, no, that's not going to work for you and blah, blah, blah. He doesn't have any of that negative stuff. He's just so pure in that moment of like, I'm just going to do it anyways. I'm just going to feel whatever I feel. And I'm just going to be present in this new shift, in this new direction, because all these other things, they don't matter right now. I need a new direction. And he's hopeful and he's optimistic, which is great, and he's challenging himself. And the only thing that he knows that he's taking with him is the things he already knows. He has no idea what he's doing ahead of him. No idea what's going to happen down the path. All he knows is that in his little bag, he's got all of his experience. That's what he's carrying with him. All of his life lessons and all of his experience is sitting in that little bag, and he's taking it with him. Okay, because that's all he has, is what he knows. He knows nothing of what's coming ahead, but he's ready for the journey. So I'll leave you with that. I hope that helps you.
Yeah, that sounds like me, you know. I'm Gemini, so it's always been like that, you know. It's always been a journey to me. Yeah, thank you, you know.
Yeah, no problem. I'm happy to have you here. Thanks for stopping in, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Always. Yeah.
For sure, for sure. So who's next? Who wants to rock and roll? Clueless.
Me, do me.
Hey, I know that voice. Hey.
How are you, love?
I'm doing okay. How are you guys doing? Doing good?
I'm good. I miss you. I miss you guys.
Well, we're here. You know me, I'm not in spaces as much as everybody else, but you found me today. I'm happy you're on the vibe. Welcome in. Can I pull one for you?
Yes, please.
Of course. Let's do it. Let's do it. I hope everything's going good for you. I know that the energy's been super duper intense this week, so I'm hoping everyone's hanging in there. It's just gonna get crazier though, guys. I'd love to lie to you and be like, don't worry, guys, we're gonna break free. We're gonna have like maybe another 2 weeks of this whole like Venus and Taurus thing where like life actually looks like really lovely. And then all of a sudden we're gonna be like, what the fuck just happened? And then the rest of the summer we're gonna be in that what the fuck moment. Just giving you guys all a heads up. So prepare now for nothing we can possibly understand because it's Uranus energy in Gemini. So, and then we have the Pluto in Aquarius, and yeah, there's just a lot there. Maybe I'll write something about it. We'll see how much time I get. See how much time I have. But it's gonna be a wild ride this summer. I hope you guys are all buckling up because it's gonna be something like we've never seen. That's for sure. All right, Shush, let's rock and roll here, girl. What do we got? Ooh, the Hierophant. Here we go. The Hierophant has a responsibility to more than just himself. Okay? This is the really important thing with this is he has responsibility to more than just his own desires. He has a responsibility to the collective, to the people around them, and he's also the one that upholds us to universal law. Okay, and he's also the one that kind of whatever plan that we're carrying, whatever it is that we're trying to execute in our lives or to bring into fruition. Okay, he's the one that's going to be the keeper of that plan, if you will. So whatever our plans are, divine plans of this awesome thing that we're trying to build in our lives, we want to see happen for us. He's the one that's like, okay, girl, I'm going to keep that little message over here and we're going to do it, But he's also that one that's like, oh, so you're not going to do that. Okay, check. And he's like, oh, so you didn't want to do that either. Oh, okay, I see you, girl. Check. And he's like, okay, you don't want to do that either. Okay, check. And then when things don't happen in your life the way you want them to, he goes, oh, but see all these things that you did and see all these things that you didn't do? And he's not that one that's like, he's not there to judge you. He's just there to be like, it is what it is, girl. Okay? And that's exactly what he is. He calls you to a point where he says, remember the law. Remember what the rules are. Okay? And he raises you to remember what your responsibility is, to uphold those rules for what you're trying to build in your own life. Okay? So I hope that helps you. Does it resonate for you?
Oh, for sure. Thank you, love. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, no problem. I hope that helps. The Hierophant is a really powerful card because he connects you back to realigning with your purpose and getting back on track. So just note that he's the change that you're looking for, the changes that you need to make. He's the change that you're looking for, and that's good because sometimes change is exactly what we need to feel that freedom. You know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem, honey. I hope that helps. All right, let's go. Oh, is Tara, you want to come up? I see. Oh my gosh, who's co-hosting for me? How do I have 3 people in my speaker queue? Co-host, where you at? All right, I'm gonna prove you guys all. Hopefully nobody yells at me today.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Oh, yeah, this is okay.
Whoa,
Okay,
Iron
good.
Oxide, he's racist. Let's get him out of there.
What? Oh, geez. Okay, well, let's hope he stays, under control here today. So, what's up? How's it going, guys? You have any questions?
What's going on?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up? More wisdom. Where you been?
I've been living life. Ace, what's up? How you doing, man?
Just out here living
And
life.
I'm just gonna say right now, Iron Oxide's not coming up here. He's
Okay.
not.
Hey.
He's one of them.
Hey. You know what's super cool? We can just do this. I'll just remove him completely. I'd rather have you here, Mo. Go ahead.
No, he's not. He's not. We don't deal with the
That's okay. Unless he's
bullshit.
dropping dollars in that tip jar, he doesn't have any right to be here. So. So
Yeah,
go ahead.
absolutely. And Ace, hey man, you better cash out me for your bio, man. Like, you know that's my phrase. Stop it.
What you say? What?
Man, stop it.
Cash app you or you cash app
Yeah,
me?
you taking my game, you taking my style.
Which part?
Look
Ooh.
at your bio, man. You said you the big 33, not the little one.
You know you took the big 33 from that. You know you took that from me, bro.
Oh, you
Don't
about to
pay
do that?
homage, bro. I don't want to ruin your karma, brother.
You about to
Don't
do
do
that right
that.
here? You about to
Oh
If
my
something
you about to
bad
lie in
happens,
front of
my
all these
bro.
people?
If something bad happens to
You
you,
about
I'm
to
just
lie
telling
in
you.
front of all
Oh
these
my
people?
goodness.
Be careful, bro.
Oh
You took
damn.
big
Hey,
33
okay.
from
All right.
me. And watch,
Okay.
if you get bad karma for that, we'll
Okay.
see.
All right. Hey,
Oh.
I wouldn't even
Actually,
say
it's
it if it
okay. He's
wasn't
gonna
true.
Because you a
change
little
it.
33 to me.
He's
You know
gonna
what I mean? First of
he's
all,
gonna
Just
change it
just
from
hit the
Mo
cash app when
30.
you're ready, man. Hit the
He's
cash
gonna
app when you're
change.
ready. I got some more for you.
you owe me, bro. What you talking about?
It's
Mo,
the
wait
We'll
a
snake
find out
second.
oil,
soon.
Mo, wait a
We'll
second.
find out soon.
I got this. You just change your cash tag to Mo 33. Just Mo
He could be
33.
Mo 33.
Mo
Yeah,
33. Yeah, you just
he
own
could do
it.
that.
Mo has better letterology. Go for it. He has better letterology. You get more opportunity to manifest with someone like Mo. If you really want to
Yeah,
go
Mo,
there. I mean,
like
we could go
Mo.
there. Let's go there.
I mean, how did
Think
I
about
manifest
M.
dinner with Gary then? You know what I'm saying? How did I do that?
I love that.
Man,
Well,
stop
I
it.
mean, your
Hey,
vibe, honey. You got
look.
33
I can
energy.
manifest too. What the fuck?
Look. You know where you got your bio from. I mean, and I'm gonna keep it at that.
Big 33, bro. You got big 30. I'm the first one to ever say big 33, bro.
I'm a
Ever.
real 33. What are you
Right
talking
now,
about?
we're all being
You're
little
not talking to me no type of
33s.
way.
And
I'm
let's
also
go.
33. What do you mean?
Who's also 33? Christina, you're 33?
Yes.
Welcome
Yes.
I'm a
in.
life path 11. True life path 11.
Hello.
Yes, you are. Way to go. Way to go. Christina, how are you doing?
Yes, I'm actually feeling a little bit intense because, this week has been really,
Heavy.
heavy. I
Yeah.
feel that, especially when you say that, it's been really heavy. So if you got anything for me, I'm happy to hear.
Oh my God, I'd love to, honey. I'd love to. And yeah, I've been
You gotta
feeling
buy
that
her a
too.
coffee first.
Well, my little Venmo and my Buy Me a Coffee tag is up there at the top. There's also some resources too on my Buy Me a Coffee page, but the rest of the stuff's going on my Patreon, and that will be up on my Linktree soon. It's just not finished yet, but I'm in progress on it, just doing a lot of things. But soon I'll have more resources available, for people who are learning and stuff like that. And I'll have more of my classes and stuff on there too. I'll be doing one on some astrology stuff. I'll have one on the elemental pieces of tarot, and then I might do one on the archangels in tarot. It's one of my really great studies that I've always loved to do is watching those influences in the tarot. So I might do some more exclusive stuff like that. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. If you ever want to peek or stop on in or read something, that's what I got going on.
Oh yeah, that's really good. I'm actually also a tarot reading.
Love that. How long have you?
Yes.
How long?
4 or 5 years already.
Great. Awesome.
Yes.
I love that.
So I love your energy. I love doing tarot readings, and I love hearing from
I love tarot
someone.
readings too. I would love a card too, yeah, eventually.
Sure. I'd love to give you guys both the opportunity.
All in
Okay, so
all,
let's go.
jokes aside, but you would have hit the cash app, man. You know what time it is.
Bro, you owe me money, bro. What are you talking about? You owe me, bro. What do you mean? And again, you're gonna find out, brother. I promise. Watch. We'll see. We'll see who owes each other. We'll see. Watch.
You guys are too funny.
Bro, what is going
I
on?
love how Christina's
What
over
is
here
going
too.
on?
She's like, I'm a 33 too, so don't make me get
Hey,
in
young
here.
Shepherd, how you doing?
She's like, don't make me get in here. I'm
What's
gonna
up,
wait
relax? How you doing,
patiently.
bro?
Not too bad.
I love
Not too
that.
bad, not too bad. That's good.
I'm a
That's
little
good, brother.
sad today.
What you said?
Just it's the tarot that I got today.
Oh, the tarot that you got
If
Yeah,
today?
you can't
it's
stand
very
tarot,
negative.
you should pay twice.
No, it's just heavy. What is
You should pay
relaxed
me
is
twice for being in your
is
space,
it's
Skittles.
heavy.
That you should
Well,
do.
the ten of wands energy, it's heavy. It's like, you know, you have a lot of things going for you. It's just a matter of like, okay, but now you're gonna take all that experience and all those things and what are you gonna build next? Like where are you gonna put all these things? What are you gonna put it into? You know, it calls you to, because if you could end up carrying all those wands for too long, you know, it's gonna end up
10 of Wands
happening.
is crazy nasty work, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
What
it
am I supposed to
is.
do
It's
with that?
heavy. It's heavy. Well, you got to figure out where you want to put all
It's
those
fucking
sticks.
heavy in the street like a 7 Series Beamer, man.
I bet. You got to figure out where you want to put those sticks, honey, because if not, they're going to weigh down on you. And what's going to end up happening is you're going to burn yourself up. You get tired carrying all those rods. That's all I got to say. You got to put
I'm
that,
not fucking
got to
tired.
put
I have
that
fucking
energy and
Hey, Ange, I
action
have
into
fucking stamina.
something.
Hey, Ange, you know what? I have fucking stamina, Ange.
I believe
Stamina.
it. I believe it. The card does speak to fire
I don't get
energy, and the
fucking tired.
wand is
I'm like
masculine
Kevin
for
Gates.
sure. You're so
I'm like
funny.
Kevin Gates. I don't get
All
fucking
right,
tired.
Nah,
relax.
dude,
Go
you're like Stan from
relax.
Eminem, and you're Libra, so is Eminem. Okay.
All right, relax. Go relax, because I'm gonna read a card for Christina.
Yeah,
Okay.
go relax. Go relax.
Go relax.
Yay.
Okay. Let's go. This is
Can
Christina's
we get
card.
everyone to say go relax real quick before I...
No. I'm gonna flip this
No.
for Christina.
Oh.
Ooh.
Go, Christina.
Okay, Christina. We got the Hermit. Interesting. So I love this.
No.
No, it's okay. Maybe it's not going to be as bad as you think. Let's see. So the cool thing about the Hermit is a lot of people don't realize that the Hermit is also respected. Okay. His solitude is respected. Okay. And people look to the Hermit as a wise man. Okay. Who needs to take a step back from everything he's looking at, and he needs to see it from a different perspective. That is why hermits live up in the mountains. Okay, let's think about this. So when the hermit lives up at the top of the mountain, what is he doing? He's separating himself from what the world he knows, and he's looking down onto it. Okay, and he's studying it, and he's taking time away, and he's taking his light and illuminating it, you know, in the pathways that he wants to see and the things that he wants to look at. And he's taking time to look at those certain things that he's highlighting in his life. Keep in mind, he's got this lantern that's shining this light. Okay, he's only illuminating to the things that he needs to view from above, to look at the whole picture on. Okay, and he's taking time to do that. And sometimes when we pull back in that way, it's because we have bigger things that we're dealing with that we've been trying to heal, or to work through, or to figure out, or to sort. And he's experienced in a way where he's already gotten to this point, which means he's already done a lot of things to get to where he is. Okay, because if he didn't do all that work, he wouldn't have anything to review. Because what he's doing right now is he's coming to a moment where he wants to look at it from a bigger picture perspective, because he wants to decide on what in there gave him value. What in there gave him purpose? What in there gave him that light energy? Gave him that spark and that sparkle. You know, you want to figure out, like, you want to do that reflecting on, like, what were the good things and what were the bad things of that situation. Okay, what could I have done better, and what did I do my best at? You know, and it calls in that moment of, like, that deep reflection of those larger things in your life that are harder to heal. You know, and harder to gain that experience from, because it's not just pain. It could be something too, like even like a work thing, you know, anything where you get to that time where you're like, okay, like, what could I have done better, you know, and like, where did I have my wins, you know? So right now you're going through that kind of view from the top kind of perspective on some situations that you're looking to, you know, find more answers in and break free from, and gain that experience so that you can move forward. So I hope that helps you, Christina.
Thank you so much. It really, really helps me because I've been really meditating a lot, and I feel like I really need to get some rest because I hate people sometimes because they're too much draining my energy, and I
Yeah.
really,
They
really need
fucking
to.
suck.
I agree. I fucking agree. Like, people are sometimes they're so nasty and they doing some shitty things. So
You know what Gary said that really hit for me too? It reminds me of that. He says 33s always do the hard work and never get the credit.
oh hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would
You know
be
what I mean?
that's I
Like
like that.
myself. You're right, Ace
You know,
Carrot.
Yeah, I like that
and
he said that.
I like too that you're saying that you're observing these things, because like what you're
Mm-hmm.
doing is you're separating yourself from it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing, is you need to take yourself out of the situation and then look at the situation. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Think about you
That's
at the top of the mountain
yeah.
looking down. You're up here. Don't have to lower your vibe to those people. You just have to see where you can reflect, where you can make changes, and where you can gain your experience, and where you can learn and where you can heal. That's what you're doing.
And Angie, I have a question. How did you know what tarot to pull in regards to myself?
What do you mean? I don't know. It just feels right when it feels right. It's just a vibe, dude. It's just a vibe. You're just riding a vibe when you do tarot. It's
Oh,
all
okay,
about
okay. So
it's
I'm
all
not
about
familiar with
tuning
the.
in. Yeah, it's okay. It's all about tuning in and tapping in.
It's like
That's like
how
one of the
you were
most important
born,
things.
you didn't pick a day specifically. It happens at random and on purpose. There's no coincidences.
Yeah. And
Anyways. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
yeah, no,
But
go ahead. I'm just rambling. Go ahead.
yeah, anyways, thank you so much. I really appreciate the reading. Yeah, you're the best.
Oh, thank you, honey. I appreciate that. And stick around too. I know you've been reading for some time, but please, there's always stuff to learn. I say way too much, way too frequently. So
I'm going to
definitely stick
church on
around.
Sunday. I haven't been to church since I was baptized. So, thanks, Ange.
I mean, I didn't do that. Please don't give me credit for that. I hope I didn't send your ass to church. I really hope
Take
not.
me to church. I
Oh
worship
my
you.
God. Don't tell them that the tarot reader sent you to the church, because they might burn you. I don't know.
I'm full-fledged
They
church.
might not let you in there.
I
You're like, I
literally,
talked to Gypsy this week. She said I needed to do some work. So I'm here at the church.
it's embodied in me.
Jehovah's Witness.
It's not going anywhere.
You're too funny. I'm burning some sage right now. I just feel like I need it.
Yeah,
Read
just from the bad
the
people.
bold thing.
Yeah, I would love to do the bell. You guys want to do a little bell? Is that going to bother anybody in the room? Are they all cool with that? You know what? I'm a host. I don't really care today if it bothers you. I'm going to do it anyway.
No, do it. And ring the bell, ring the bell. There we go.
I feel like I'm in a fucking satanistic fucking church right now.
Yeah, only you would talk during that.
I'm gonna talk during that. Hell no. What the fuck is this shit?
Bro, stop
Healing,
talking
babe.
for a while.
It's healing. It's healing.
Yeah, bro, just be silent for a little
Boy,
bit.
calm the fuck down.
God, I love this fucking bowl. I love that thing. I challenge everybody to get one. I've had mine for a million years. I mean, not a million. That's being, dramatic. But gosh, I got mine in 2013, and I've had it ever since. And it's solid brass, and I purchased it at the Theosophical. Well, my husband purchased it for me at the Theosophical Center. We were actually still dating at the time, so it was like a dating gift, like a pre-marriage gift that I got from him. And it's really beautiful. And I'll take a picture. I have a picture of it. I'll post it in the nest. It has these little pressed little like Buddhas and stuff in it, and this really pretty like Tibetan artwork. It's really nifty. But it's beautiful. It's for like intuition and like calming the calming the mind. So I hope that you guys feel that when I play that. I know a lot of people say they feel it in their throat, which I always find interesting. Like they say they feel it like in their throat. So what's up, Monko? I see your hand up real quick before I get started.
Hey,
I think I'm gonna pull one for. Okay, I think I'm pulling one for Ace next, right? He's next.
All right.
Yeah, what's up?
Pull some cards for me, yeah. Or Ace, or do like collaboration with Ace. That'd be sick too.
Yeah, for sure. Whenever I'm here. I love hearing different perspectives. It's interesting because you guys, you do the numerology stuff too. So you have like that more interesting perspective, like when Glow's in here, and I can ask her opinion and her perspective on the cards. So I'm always down for that.
Oh yeah, love numerology and astrology for sure.
Yeah, I love that. See, like, because mine's more from like a hermetic perspective. So it's interesting to hear that because like I've always found Gary's method, and for those of you guys who don't know who Gary is, I'm sure most of the people in here do at this point. But he's got a really interesting perspective on the way that he does numerology and how he applies it to the psychology side. It's a very unique perspective. I've read a lot.
It's a very logical perspective. That's what I love about it. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that energy. So I've always found it really interesting. It's definitely opened my eyes to some different avenues, and I've really appreciated learning all that Earth astrology too. I love how you guys do that. I'm still new. I mean, I know quite a bit. I've been able to like apply it with cross-reference and such, but
yeah,
it's always interesting to learn. So feel free anytime you're in here if you want to go ahead and chime in on that. I always appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Let me know any questions, and yeah, I do have an obsession for it. I learned a lot, so.
I love that. Love that. All right, so let's go. These cards, honestly, if you like tarot, you'd love to see these cards. If you take like 3 tarot cards, like standard ones, and you line them across like horizontally, that's how big these cards are. And they're just major arcana. So when you work with just the major arcana energy, we're looking at just more of like the bigger themes going on in people's lives, or the bigger energy that they're in right now. And
the bigger cycles.
Yes, exactly. And so the cool thing about it is when you're doing like stuff like this, like on, Twitter and stuff like that, it's like, okay, well, what energy are they bringing to the table? Like, where is